One of the problems with recruiting for investment banking is not the knowledge or skills you acquire, but the access to talk with real investment bankers to put your best foot forward. Our sponsor, WSO Academy, can provide those connections with 60 head mentors who are finance professionals at top firms like Goldman, Centerview, and JP Morgan. Imagine being able to get on the phone within 24 hours with one of the Academy's 1,300 mentors right before a critical interview. Get on the waitlist for WSO Academy today by clicking the link in the show notes or by visiting wallstreetoasis.com/academy. All right. Welcome to Investment Banking Insights. My name is Alex Mason. I am your host, and this is the show where we're helping you uncover, dissect, and explore both the technical and non-technical aspects of investment banking, helping you learn these skills. So we're going over a lot of accounting questions right now, and we talked a little bit about financial statements. What are the major line items that you could list there in response to an interview question? But what if you get this question, how do the three statements link together? Remember, finance is all about connection, and it's an important part of this process and learning investment banking to become familiar with how the statements link together. And we spent a lot of time talking about this already. If you're not familiar, go back to listen to episodes 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23 if you want to go over the connections at a more intimate level. But once you understand that, here is the high level version. So what you would do first typically is start out with the income statement. On the income statement, your revenue flows down through various expenses and ultimately becomes profit or net income. That's your bottom line on your income statement. Now, moving on to the cash flow statement. Your net income flows up to the top of the cash flow statement and is also added to shareholders' equity on the balance sheet. So net income flows two places, top of your cash flow statement and the bottom of your balance sheet and shareholders' equity. Now let's go ahead and go to the balance sheet. If there are any changes in working capital, which we haven't really talked about working capital yet, but that's current assets or current liabilities, it will affect the firm's cash flow. So for example, if a business purchases property, plant, and equipment, cash is going to go down and your property, plant, and equipment will go up on the balance sheet. But the investing cash section of the cash flow statement will reflect the drain of cash because of that purchase. So that's how you see a connection between the balance sheet and the cash flow statements. So going over this again, income statement, revenue flows down to net income. That net income goes to the top of your cash flow statement, and your net income also flows to shareholders' equity on the balance sheets. On the balance sheet, if you have changes in working capital, it affects the cash flow on your cash flow statement. For example, if your assets go up on your balance sheet, your cash will go down on your cash flow statement. So that's an example of how the three statements link together. That's a super quick version. And there are many variations of this depending on different types of transactions, different scenarios that could happen. But that's the 2.5-2-minute answer. And I wouldn't even go longer than that. I might even cut that down a little bit more if I was trying to polish it a little bit further. But that's fundamentally how the statements are linked together. So next time we're going to be talking about which of the three financial statements is most important. If you had to choose only one, we're going to talk about that next time. This has been Investment Banking Insights. My name is Alex Mason, and I'll see you next time.